Virgos, welcome to my channel. Let's see what the month of March has in store for you. We're starting off with Oracle cards, and we're going to do like an 8-card spread towards the end. So definitely stick around for that. Any information as far as like my website, links to my other social medias will be listed in the description, okay? Let's jump in. First card we have is leadership. So this is a month of taking matters into your own hands. And also when it comes to being a leader, this is marching to the beat of your own drum. Not doing things because society tells you should do it. Not living the life that society wants you to live, but living authentically and being in this energy of saying, you know what, if nobody else is going to support me in me, doing this or doing that, so be it. I'm going to stand on me being a leader or stand on me knowing what's best for me. And then that's how you have people eventually follow you after when everybody else eventually catches on to what you have going on. So this month, some of you guys could be tapping into your entrepreneurial bag. Some of you are going to be tapping into more so, and I feel this deeper than just money. This also feels like when it comes to your spiritual journey, you could be inspiring, and you may not even know it, people around you by posting certain content online for people to see in terms of like the spiritual wisdom that you have, for example. I also have pride, I have perseverance, and I also have spirituality. So this month, okay, so when it comes to pride, this could be your own pride that you're having to deal with during this month, or someone else being in this prideful energy. Now, if you are dealing with someone else who could be more so prideful, like a love interest, they could be choosing to let their ego keep a discord or an issue between you two going. Same thing in terms of a friend. There's somebody around you who could be so caught up in wanting to be right about something or wanting to have the last word that even though they want to talk to you, even though they want to fix that relationship, they won't do it because it's easier to just kind of leave it the way that it is. And it's making sure this month that you don't get into your pride in a way where being right means more than preserving the relationships that you love or the people that you love in those relationships. With perseverance showing up also, where a lot of you have wanted to give up on yourself in a lot of different facets, but your perseverance or your resilience as a whole is going to be rewarded, and it's definitely being taken note of by your spiritual team. And then also, like I was saying earlier with spirituality showing up, for a lot of you, you could be very bold in the fact that your spiritual beliefs are different from people around you. But because you're embarking on your spiritual journey, and because a lot of people may be still asleep or may not have a capacity of knowing what you're going through or what you're learning on your spiritual journey, a lot of you are going to be still leaning into this, desire to learn more about yourself and not letting other people stop you just because of their judgments. What else is going on with my Virgos for the month of March? We have enlightenment. We have butterfly, which represents metamorphosis. We have medical staff, which represents healing. And we have traffic cone, which represents caution. So yes, okay, so another thing that's kind of coming up for the month of March, there may have been information that you were not privy to last month or last year even, that now you could be privy to, and this could be changing like your whole outlook on things or your whole, I guess, future plans or what you want to commit yourself to journey-wise, I should say. So an example of this, last year, maybe you had no awareness of what it meant to, I don't know, what example can I use? Maybe you didn't have an awareness about food last year. And now you've learned a lot about like the proper eating habits and what's best for you to be healthy and all of that stuff. Now this could be changing your eating habits for the better, for example, like to use that as an analogy. So of course it may not be specifically that, but there's certain information that you're privy to now that changes everything. It changes everything, and for the better too. Now, also, if you've been in this energy of being scared or very cautious in the way that you approach life, this month is about moving with a level of caution, yes, but in a way where you're using discernment to lead you, not being scared. And some of you could be meeting new people, like through some sort of class or at a new job, some sort of course that you're taking. You could be meeting new people. You could even be moving to a new neighborhood where it's a different community of people, and you being scared of, you know, maybe not fitting in or not finding your soul tribe. This could be shutting you out. So this month's about having good boundaries, but not in a way where you're afraid to connect with people. Because that's like a whole nother ball game versus you just having better boundaries. All right, let's do like an 8-card spread. Give me an 8-card spread for my Virgos. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements for the month of March. Okay, so we got the 3 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Wands, the Death card, 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands, Ace of Wands, 6 of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So starting off with just the overall theme for this month. With the 3 of Swords in reverse, the theme of this month is about forgiveness, personal forgiveness for the things that you've gone through, the things that, you know, maybe you've allowed to go on for a little bit longer, personal forgiveness, and also forgiveness in general of other people. Now, this forgiveness could look different for each and every one of you. This could be forgiveness in the sense of, I'm no longer going to let what trauma I've experienced or I've gained from an experience in dealing with someone stop me or hinder me from moving forward. So I forgive that person for what they put me through, in the sense of knowing that they're ignorant or knowing that they're a human and that just kind of is a human flaw that they suffer with. Or for others of you, this forgiveness could mean in the sense of literally letting this person back into your space and giving them another chance, okay? Also with the 3 of Swords in reverse, this is transcending your own expectations, okay? I always tell you, expectations leads to disappointment, and that's essentially what the 3 of Swords or the story of the 3 of Swords symbolizes. The more that we pour our expectations into a person, a situation, or anything in life that's unpredictable to begin with, we are always going to be met with disappointment because it's not going to happen exactly the way we envision it. So this month's going to be teaching us to lift these like self-imposed expectations of things and more so be in this energy of allowing things to flow as they may. And that's what this month's going to teach us. Now with career and finance, I have the 4 of Wands. So with the 4 of Wands, I love, some of you could be getting a work from home job that could help you work on your side business or your creative endeavors. Some of you could be, you know, entrepreneurs, and you could be celebrating like some new stuff that you're going to be bringing to your business. This 4 of Wands could symbolize getting a new job where maybe you get to relocate to be closer to it. Some of you guys could be celebrating some sort of promotion or raise that you could be getting. Okay, if you've been having delays in terms of getting a new job, you could be celebrating actually hearing back from a job. There's some really good news that could be coming to you around the realm of career, or just glimpses of things getting better. Some of you may even get hooked up with a business opportunity or a job opportunity through like a family member or like a friend, like through word of mouth. Now, when it comes to love specifically, I have the Death card. So there could be a Scorpio of significance, or this could just talk about changes that are happening around how you date, who you date, what you allow when dating, what you allow in your relationship, how you show up in your relationship, how your person is showing up in the relationship. An aspect of your love life is changing to some degree. Now, this could be changed for the better or changed for the worse, depending on the circumstance itself. Yeah, some of you guys could be, there could be changes being made on your persons, and especially if you've been really getting onto them about like them being dishonest or feeling like you can't trust them. Or in terms of finances, how the money is being spent within like the home. There's also going to be changes around that. And this is going to help you guys avoid having the same arguments about like how money's being spent, or the give and take within the relationship too. Something's about to change. Now the advice for you, I have the 10 of Cups. So the advice is to surround yourself with people who leave you in uplifted, positive energy, okay? Family, friends, people who you know are like, even if they're not blood family, people who you know are gonna support you like family or have your back like family, okay? What also you need to do this month is to focus on things that bring you joy, okay? Happiness and joy, two different things, but joy is something that you can tap into that does not cost money. Joy is something you can never access through money. And it's only through like meaningful connections, friends, family, the things that you are passionate about in terms of like your creative self. Those are the ways that you can tap into true joy outside of like external things, because joy, again, never comes from things that you could buy. It comes from the things that are, you know, just priceless, essentially. Now, the challenge this month with the 8 of Wands, the challenge is either wanting to travel but having certain delays around that, or wanting to move and having maybe certain delays around that, either like finding a place, certain requirements that they could have could be just kind of ridiculous and that could be annoying. There also may be a long distance partnership that you're in that's a challenge within itself, like wanting to see your person, but there being like some sort of traveling issues or things that need to be sorted out. Now, what to avoid, or not avoid, what to be aware of with the Ace of Wands. You want to be aware of your energy levels in terms of like how you're taking care of yourself. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating adequate foods? Are you taking in consideration of the fact that outside of work, you're also a human being too, who has like interests and everything like that. So what you may not be aware of is in this hustle and bustle of like paying the bills and taking care of your responsibilities, you have been really being neglectful to self. So this month you want to take a moment, even if it's for an hour a day, 2 hours a day, however many minutes, hours that you can dedicate to taking care of yourself, so be it. And making sure that you're getting adequate rest so that you can have energy. Because you may not be aware of the fact that you're burnt out, and you could be deeming it as depression or deeming it as something's wrong with you or you're lazy when you just could be overworked. Now, what to avoid this month with the 6 of Swords, you want to avoid going backwards. Anything that you've moved on from, or you've decided mentally, I can't hold on to the situation. Mentally, I don't have the capacity for this anymore. I'm ready to move forward with my life. Any scenario that's like this, don't go backwards, okay? Going backwards is a sign of I'm scared of going out of my comfort zone. And going backwards, especially when it comes to things that you felt so torn about or so bad about that you've had to set those swords aside and say, I need to retreat from being around here. Why do you need to go backwards? And ask yourself that repeatedly. Why do I want to go backwards? And the answer will be clear as day, and then maybe you won't want to do it. But really sit with yourself in those moments where you're finding yourself wanting to go back to the things that you found so unbearable at one point that you had to set the swords aside and feel like you have to retreat in the first place. Now, last part's going to represent just the outcome. So with the Queen of Cups, the outcome, you're going to feel very emotionally charged up by the end of this month. Now, when I say this, you could have like a lot of emotions that are kind of just surfacing. Good emotions. Yeah, this feels like more so good emotions. Of course, some of these emotions that could be coming up could be emotions of like distaste, or you blatantly, being very clear about what you don't necessarily like or resonate with. But you could be feeling a lot better emotionally, I will say that. And in this space to where you're clear on what you want and what you don't want. Because the Queen of Cups is like, this is what I want. This is what I desire. The Four of Cups is, I don't want this. I don't desire this. I don't want to experience this. So when it comes to manifesting, this is going to help you get a lot clearer on what needs to be your focus so you can get close to the things you want. I also see you rejecting some sort of advance that could come your way. Somebody could be trying to talk to you, trying to get to know you. Somebody who you already know, who you could be skeptical of, could be trying to pursue you. And you will be shutting that down if you feel like this situation may be quite questionable or maybe off. Yeah, or a job opportunity. Some of you guys could be rejecting some sort of job opportunity that doesn't feel right for you or doesn't feel like it's just the one. But you're definitely going to have some sort of opportunity come your way. And your discernment or your ability to kind of like, I guess, see through just the opportunity itself and really ask yourself, like, what are the pros and cons is what's going to help you navigate on whether or not to accept it. But this is what I see. I hope that this did give you some insight for what to expect for the month of March. If you enjoyed, thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.